We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The shadows start. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That was on Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the on 1st down, Rodgers. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. They'll run here with Dillon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Then you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle. These two teams all tied after one. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. The Packers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Rodgers with this one into the hands of Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They go back to the ground with Jones. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Rodgers. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Jones is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Jones again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Gordon's going to be stopped short. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On second down, Jacobs. And he's got some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. They'll try and run it in with touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with career touchdown number 60. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Prescott on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage. And it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Pulls it in at the 13. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Hilton goes in motion right. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Play action. Now Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Tunyon's got it on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, first down Packers.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's Jones. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Rodgers going to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk? And a nice spin into some open field. And he makes it all the way down to the 19.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. I think you'd have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered off.
They run again on first down. Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to roam now.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Rodgers. Lead it out left to Dobbs. Touchdown! Romeo Dobbs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they got one of the two touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And again, it's Chubb. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw is Rodgers. It's complete. Lazard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Now Rodgers. Pass complete. Tunyon. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Rodgers to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Back to throw, Rodgers. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Back to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Rodgers, gotta have this one. Able to find Lazard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. It all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but part of the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.
Look, let's face it, everybody wants to work the ball in closer and take a more high percentage pass to try and tie the game. But the Hail Mary, that's what they had to work with. And now they're just hoping that their jumpers can get up higher and are stronger than the defenders. Not the case in this instance. They end up losing the game.
So for the Cowboys, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls.
I'm downstairs. You mean? I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not the same. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia people side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, you waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half.
I'm the best, as you know, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know.